How we doing, guys? 1 a.m. break. It's a late break for us. Not sure how I feel about late breaks. I mean, I don't mind late breaks, I guess. But I am kind of lazy. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Mark? So we do a late break. I get extremely lazy. I really don't, but it's fun to say. All right, here we go. Gypsy Queen, eBay, half case, number 2. Jeez, I keep banging my camera around. James F. has the Diamondbacks and Rockies. Matthew C. the Braves. James G. the Orioles. Jacob S. the Red Sox. Spencer has the Cubs. Chad has the Royals. RD the Tigers and Marlins. Curtis the Indians. Nick the Reds. Brandon White Sox Astros. Sorry. Jovi the Angels and Dodgers. Stephen N. the Brewers. Matthew B. the Twins. Greg the Mets. Steven the Yankees. Keith N. the Mariners. Emily the Padres. Joel the Pirates. Jacob the Phillies. Michael D. the A's. Nick the Rays. Joseph the Cardinals. Eric the Rangers. Ryan L. Blue Jays. Vance has the Nationals. There you go. There's our lineup. I know there's not a lot of new faces with us today. So before we get into the break, before we get into the meat of what we're doing, what's up, Tom? What's up, Jacob? Harper Auto. Man, I would be happy to pull a Harper Auto. That would be awesome, wouldn't it? Before we get into it, while everyone's breathing heavy behind me because they have to sort a half case, so it'll take them 20 minutes. You always have other things going on. So do I. It's called life. Let's talk a little bit about who we are. What are the things you can count on for Restlesscraft Breakers? Number 1, fast shipping. We have a 2 business day shipping guarantee. I hate waiting for my breaks to ship. You've paid your money ahead of time, right? Before that break started, you had to pay. You didn't get to pay afterwards. So why is it they're holding those cars hostage for 4 days, 5 days, 6 days sometimes, right? I kind of think that's dumb. I don't kind of think that's dumb. I all the way think that's dumb. That's why we have the 2 business day shipping guarantee. You paid for this ahead of time. You should get your cards quickly. That is what we make sure happens. Number 2, all card ship. Never question with us whether all card ship, because they do in every single break we do. Every single break, all card ship. So as part of all of this, we offer weekend rollover shipping. Thursday, Friday, Saturday is considered our weekend. Once you hit whatever the shipping cap is for that weekend break, for this one, I think it's 5 teams. All the rest of the teams you buy for the rest of the weekend ship for free, and you get priority mail. We will take the weekend, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We put them all together, and we ship everything out, package it all up Sunday to ship out on Monday. Okay, that's that 2 business day guarantee. We make sure that we have all those down to the post office and ready to you by Monday. So that's why I always ask that you wait for an invoice. It sucks overpaying. You're already paying tax on eBay. Don't overpay on shipping. 2, wait for an invoice. I do a very good job of keeping track of all the invoices to make sure you don't overpay. Okay, if you pay before I send you an invoice, I try to catch those. I try to pay those back, but there's always a chance that I'm going to miss it. And if I miss it, you're just not going to get a refund. All right? So please wait for an invoice. Number 3, for eBay, we always break the same day. I just like to do that. You paid for it today. Let's break it today. Number 4, the thing we enjoy most is building that sense of community. Everyone who comes out and hangs out with us, whether they're not in the Facebook group or not, whether they buy into the break or not, is part of the RCB crew. We love having new members of the crew. If you want to join our Facebook group, we do lots of breaks. Tomorrow we're probably going to break 2 more cases of Gypsy Queen before the 2 half cases on eBay tomorrow night. If that's something you would like, the link is in the description. Join the RCB crew. We'd love to have you. Love to have you as part of our breaks. Love to have you just hanging out. We also have a buy, sell, trade, share page where you can post pictures of the things you've got in packs or in breaks or whatever. Trade them, sell them. That is part of it. Last thing is we have a family-friendly chat, so we ask that you please keep it clean at all times. I am one who enjoys chatting during my breaks. I find it boring to sit here and open packs and only talk to the cards. So I will not just sit here and talk to the cards. I will, however, sit here and talk to you. So let's talk about baseball. That's why we're here, right? Let's go to Toronto. I'm with you, Ryan. Let's go Blue Jays. I have yet to pull a Bo Bichette autograph out of this product, and I would love to start tonight. I'm in with you, Ryan. It's my time. Sounds like you take care of your customers. I spend at least 1 to 2K per week on breaks. Well, you know what? We got a few of those who spend a lot of money with us. Jordan Alvarez, nice. And I do take good care of the people who buy them with us. That's the name of the game, right? You can't get them to come back unless you take care of them. Because why would they want to come back if you didn't take care of them? And we like to have fun while we're breaking, so we will talk. We may mute Mark Garrison just for the... Oh, wait. Did I say I wouldn't? Did I already give you a no mute promise, Mark? Baez, Wheel of Fortune. I think maybe I did. So if I did, I can't mute you. Darn it. Can't mute Jacob. I like Jacob too much. So I guess that leaves Tom. I'm sorry, Tom. Unless Marie shows up, or I mean Mandy shows up. Then we can mute Mandy. Nico Horner. Max Scherzer, Fortune Teller. So our first break in the Facebook group. Geez, the hands don't want to work. It's been too many breaks already today. First break in the Facebook group will be 1 p.m. Central Standard Time tomorrow. Sammy Sosa. High number. Well, we'll wait. Maybe we'll get lucky and Garrick will show up. He's always fun to mute. Well, I wasn't going to mute you. You're okay, Mark. It has been a fun day today. It's a Good Friday. I mean, it's not Good Friday, but it is a Good Friday, so that's a good thing. Ray, what are you doing? Just hanging out here for the fun of it? Did I? Okay, we don't need 3 people sorting. You keep an eye on the brats. Mike Yastrzemski. Gavin Lux will be sleeved. So we're going to see a couple of different piles. One are everything that we top load as we go through here. And the other is the one that you'll see that will be sleeved. So I'm not going to sleeve them all now just for the sake of getting through the break. But anything that we can hit right now, like this Solaire, these kind of numbers, will be anything we pull out of the pack. Solaire out of 250 will be sleeved. Please ignore the fact that my children are being noisy behind me. They can't help it, apparently. Bell. Is Bell anything? Did Bell do anything good? Does he have a 42 on him? Is he just a regular card? Looks like he's a regular card to me. 1, 2, 3. So it would be Darno. 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, we got shorted a card. That's why it was off. We were sure. Oh no, there's only 8 cards per pack, right? I don't know. 1, 2. Ronald Acuna. So you also see that all my Giants cards move to the left as well. That's because I keep my Giants in every break. I started that breaking to get more Giants, and I will keep them forever. Walker Buehler. We will keep them forever. When I die, I'm going to make my coffin out of Giants cards. Or someone will. I won't because I'll be dead. It's fun to listen to somebody who's full of crap most of the time. Oh, snap. Look at that. Nice Lou Bob. So in the first half, we got the Lou Bob with the logo swap. In this half, we get Lou Bob with the no name. Right? So it's nice. A no name Lou Bob. So maybe I should write Lou Bob in there. I mean, after all, it's just for, who has it? McComb has it, I think. It's for him. You know, ain't no big deal. Ain't no thing. Chapman for the Athletics. You know what I need to do? Hey, look, another Lou Bob. I need to take off my glasses. Believe it or not, I see better at this distance without them. We will have fun, Jordan, tomorrow. I don't know why I get I have a feeling about tomorrow. You know how you get those feelings, those premonitions? Like something big is coming. Probably not like our Tuesday case big, but, you know, something big. First auto, Young from the Diamondbacks. Alex Young, Arizona is first out. Congratulations to the Diamondbacks. That is James. Is that James? I can't read that far. Jason, maybe? From the Facebook group? I think it says Jason. You know what? Sometimes sometimes I get them and they're usually right. I had one monster run last week of being right on every single case that I called. No, I got another case of Donruss. I think we're gonna break it next week. Lewis Alfaro for the Marlins. We're gonna break that next week. And I bought all that Series 1 retail that I bought. That's gonna be a fun break. We'll be searching for color, and more color. Color and more color. That'll be a long break. Bellinger, the star. Because I think we're going to break all 3 cases at once. I am going to do my best, Ryan. We've already pulled a Vladdy Shed Long. We pulled a Vladdy the Relic Auto. Out of 50, we pulled one of those. That was nice. But we have not pulled a bow, so we're due. I don't know yet. I'll tell you tomorrow. Ask me tomorrow, Tom. You know I have to go through all the ritualistic touching of the cases and stuff like that. Rubbing on them, you know, that kind of thing. Nothing weird rubbing, but, you know, just touch them. Well, it might be a little weird, but either way. Aquino. Riley for the Braves. Logo swap. Uh-oh, it's going to fight me. No, it didn't. Inception. I was on fire with Inception. I didn't miss a case of Inception on my calls that I remember. But we had monster Inception. Pete. Is Pete in the 5-hole for a reason? Nope. Darn it. I hate when somebody bigs in the hit slot. What's up, Tyler? I'm good. I can see that too. Tatis. I've never been a big fan of box breaks. Doing box breaks myself. I know there's lots of people who do. But, you know. Let's be honest. The reason I don't like box breaks is because what if I'm breaking a box and somebody pulls a giant? I would be very upset. I would be emotionally fatigued. So this is some kind of hit. Let's see, what is it? Oh, it's a 42. Okay. Bauer for the Indians. Jackie Robinson. Break 2, Matthew, you got it. You are in break 2. You are in the deuce, as it were. Any Braves yet? We hit a, what did we just hit? What's his name? Somebody, something from, I thought we did. Yeah, there we go. Austin Riley logo swap. We only did the first box. Have I ever had a dream? That's a good question. None that I can think of off the top of my head. Are you brave? I don't know if you're brave. I don't know you well enough to answer that question. I would guess so, since you're talking. Most people won't even come out and talk, so I would probably characterize you as brave. Syndergaard. There's a Robert. You know. So I'll say yeah. I'll go on a limb and say yeah, you're brave. Yeah, you have them. Matthew G does in fact have the Braves. Bo. We had a Bo, no name. Last break, that was nice. I do have Matthew G as the Atlanta Braves. Teddy Ballgame. Nothing like a Ted Williams hit. Poof, what are you doing? I sound like Iron Man? Is that a compliment? I mean, if it's a compliment, I'll take it. Victor, is he Robles for a reason? No. He's just hanging out in the 5-hole for no reason at all. I'm not okay. Well, I'll assume it's a nice thing. Darno. Negative. I almost started singing the Iron. I almost started singing Spider-Man. Remember that Spider-Man? Spider-Man. But I was gonna put Iron Man in there. I have no idea why. Iron Man. Iron Man. I don't know. Does whatever Iron Man can. I don't have any idea. Cologne out of 250. That's all I got. Turner. Tommy Pham. I'm too old. I can't see that far. I guess since I'm not on camera, it wouldn't matter if I wore trifocals or quadfocals or... I don't know what 5 is. What is 5? Quintfocals? Is there an Iron Man song? I've been thinking we should write a Kino. No name. Thinking we should write a Restlesscraft Breakers theme song. You know. Did you guys see my post that I found the Dodgers World Series song? Come on, that's funny. Dylan C. Oh, and Emmanuel Class. Clay? I can't say his name. I give up. Judge. Gavin Lux. No, it's down to My Last Cry. You ever heard that song? Brian McKnight, or One Last Cry. Oh, let me see. I think it's One Last Cry. Yeah, Brian McKnight, One Last Cry. You should really listen to it. Think about the Dodgers. There would be a music video with me holding up the words. That's what it would be. And I'll make Ratty sing it. So Popcorn will be singing it and I'll be holding up the words. Probably, Ryan. Probably. Michael Baez out of 99 for the San Diego Padres. The Padres. There's a great line in that song. One last cry before I leave it all behind. I've got to put you out of my mind. Stop living a lie. And that would be definitely the Dodgers in the World Series. So I thought, how appropriate. I must put this in the Facebook group. I have to do that at least once a break, and then I have to post at least one time a week on the Facebook group something bad about the Dodgers in order for DodgersSuck.com to pay me. And since they are my only sponsor, then, you know, I gotta do what I gotta do. Verlander. Austin Meadows. For doing that, I get one case of 1988 Donruss every 2 years. So that's a good trade. One case of 1988 Donruss. Negative. I'm in the great state of Missouri. I'm a San Francisco Giants fan living in Missouri, or I'm a transplant from California. Bazooka back. Nice. Valoria for the Royals. I like the bazooka guy. Why, were you going to come visit me, Matthew? If I was in Arizona? Be a knock at my door. 1:30 guest breaker. Yates is a negative. If I was in Arizona, I would be in Scottsdale, spring training home of the San Francisco Giants. But I am not. It really is. It really is, Matthew. That's a very profound statement. And very accurate. It is easy to hate the Dodgers from anywhere. What? Sock patch, huh? That'd have been nice. I was really talking myself into buying into the 10 caser, the Inception 10 caser. And then I said to myself, what are you going to do? Are you going to turn those cards, or are you just going to stick them in a box somewhere and stick them on a shelf? And I've already got 7 or 8 Dubon autos from the stuff that we pulled. Oh, you're in Scottsdale? Oh, man. Spring training home of the Giants. I will trade Giants autographs for breaks, just so you know. McNeil, I'm going to come to your house then. Matthew Goodwin, I'm going to look you up, dude. I'm going to find your house. I'm going to come stay with you while I go to spring training games. Lame signatures. Is it lame? I thought it was. I didn't. Well, I honestly, I didn't look. I got it, that orange fat one out of 25, and I thought, yeah, that's it. Thunder, Pete Alonso. Because, I don't know. I mean, I keep all my Giants anyway. Why am I going to spend? And I would have spent $300 on the break. It wouldn't have been a big deal to me to spend that money, because if I would have bought him, I would have bought Gavin Lux. I would have bought Mike Yastrzemski, and I would have bought Sean Anderson's spot. And then I thought, you know. So what I think I might do if I get to that point is I might, hey, it's the Babe. No break is good without Babe Ruth. I think I might find a player and start speculating on him. That's what I think I'll start doing. Because last year, in 2018, I've told the story a million times. It was good because of Harrison Bader. I made a lot of money off of Harrison Bader. And so I think I'm going to find somebody. Brian Reynolds. This is the Players Weekend uniform variation. All right, hear that, everybody? We're having a staycation at Matthew Goodwin's house in Scottsdale, Arizona. Spring training next year. You're not invited unless you're a Giants fan. Let's change that around. You're not invited if you're a Dodgers fan. But any other team, you're good. We'd even let Cleveland Indians fans come and hang out. No name. Dylan Cease. Nice. I think Dylan's going to be a good pitcher. I think he's going to be a good pitcher. We'll do a on location break from Scottsdale. More John. Louis. Lou Bob. Oh, man. Without a doubt. Without a doubt, Ryan. It's not even a conversation. In order to get to Barry Bonds, before Bonds, in order to find a player of his caliber before then, you have to go back to another Giant. Between Barry Bonds was the greatest player after Willie Mays. After Willie Mays. They're going to have it. Tom, we'll be through all this stuff by then. We'll be through all this stuff by then. National's going to go off like normal. It's too far out, Now, Ryan, I will say this. I think you could make an argument. And one that I would not agree with 100%, but partially that Ken Griffey Jr. could be in the argument as the greatest player of that time. I think you can make that argument. And I would say to you, I can understand why you would feel that way. But that's where it would end. Mike Mussina. Mike Mussina. Now that is an autograph. That is an autograph. We've had this discussion for Mariners fans, and I get it. I get it. I think you can make that argument. That is a cool auto. Come on. That is a cool auto. Mike Mussina. That's a nice one. I like it. I like it. But I still think you're talking about the guy with the highest WAR. If you are into all the analytics numbers, you're talking about the guy with the highest WAR in the history of the game. How you don't call him the greatest player ever? Is that you, Jacob? No, that's not you. Is it? No. You were close, James something. I don't think you will. Here's why I don't think you will. Because I don't think that he will be able to sustain the run the way Barry was able to. And that's why. And Jacob said why. Now, I'm going to say again, in 10 years from now, second auto, ooh, JD Martinez with the logo swap. JD Martinez out of 99. Wow. So our two autos were Mike Mussina and JD Martinez? Yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Jacob came to talk to us, and he got himself JD Martinez. JD Martinez out of 99. Congratulations, Jacob. I'm happy for you. That is a sweet auto. Come on. Sweet. JD Martinez. I don't think Trout will have the longevity. I really don't. And in order for him to get to Barry Bonds, he would have to sustain 10 WAR for the next 10 years. You can't do that. It's just not going to be possible. It's not possible. Oh, wow, nice. That's cool, Tom. You should share that picture. Ramirez for the Indians. You bet, Jacob. I'm happy we hit that for you. You just can't. I mean, in order for him to get there, he has to sustain 10 WAR for the next 10 years, and that's not going to happen. As great as he is, and he is the best baseball player of the current generation. I think the best baseball player, one of the greatest baseball players, and ultimately I think one of the top 10 all-time offensive players in the game was Albert Pujols. And I think from the time between Bonds and Trout, it was Albert. It is Albert. And I think Albert's numbers, if you look at them, are historic. Yes. 50%, 80%. Yes, they were. Ryan, I was back in the day, I did a little sports reporting professionally before I moved into the management side of things, and I can tell you that number is 80% with a straight face. With a straight face, I can tell you it was easily 80% of the league. Anthony Rizzo, that's got to be some kind of hit, right? No, it's not. 80%. And back in the day, you are 100% right. They had greenies back in the day. All the way back to the 50s, for sure, they had greenies. And if amphetamines, you took amphetamines and it helped you leg out a single that you wouldn't otherwise have done, and if it helped you, you know, in the field, run down a fly ball that you wouldn't otherwise been able to get to because if you weren't taking them, you were cheating. And there was a whole lot of players taking those. DJ LeMahieu, go. So you're right. You're right. We act like somehow cheating is this new thing and oh, it just happened and all the steroid. Give me a break. There were steroids back in the 80s. Raise your hand if you do you remember. Do you remember who's the guy for the Reds? George Foster. Does anyone in their right mind believe that George Foster just 1 year just randomly hit 52 home runs? That he just happened to put together a year where he hit 52 home runs? Brady Anderson, that year he hit 50 plus. Do we think that he just had that great offensive year? Yes. You are 100% right. 100% right. And there's guys in the Hall of Fame right now that were on steroids when they played. And I'll tell you right now, the greatest example of that is Rickey Henderson. Does anyone really, really believe that Rickey Henderson was able to sustain the run that he was able to sustain that deep into his career on his own? Come on. And if there's one player in the Hall of Fame that you can trace back to being a cheater, and there's more than one, then you put them all in. Put them all in. These were always clean. Yes, they were, Tom. Yes, they were. Rickey was a cheater. Rickey was a cheater. I love Rickey Henderson as a player. I think he was a great player. But he was not able to sustain that run on his own. Was not. I don't believe. Okay, that's fine. I mean, I get that. I don't believe, save for Ken Griffey Jr., there was a great player during that era that didn't do something. Tommy Pham, no name. Right down to, and including, and this is going to be sacrilege for some people, I think George Brett, late in his career, who said, I'm going to go home, I'm going to do what I need to do and have one more great year before I retire. I think you did. I think you had help. No, I'll put a caveat in there. I think you can count out guys like Tony Gwynn. Yeah, but Dwight Evans, man, he might have. I mean, Tony Gwynn, I don't think. The contact hitter guys. Wade Boggs, they didn't need to. Though Boggs did beef up near the end of his career, right? Of the truly great ones, I don't believe Griffey did. Now, ask me if someone honestly asked me whether or not I felt Mark McGwire, who played his entire career on steroids, we do. Belongs in the Hall of Fame. I still think McGwire belongs in the Hall of Fame. I still think McGwire during his time meant a lot to the game, and it was he and Sosa who saved baseball when they were having those head-to-head years. I think McGwire's numbers warrant Hall of Fame consideration. I don't know that Sosa's do, but I think you can make an argument for a Veterans Committee. vote for him. I mean, again, I'm not trying to bag on who. Oh, geez, I'm not gonna be able to think of his name. White Sox white guy who got in here a couple of years ago. I can think of his 1981 Topps card. I can see it in my mind. No, not Frank. Frank was... I think Frank Thomas was clean, too. Come on. Think, Dune. Before, 1981 Topps was his rookie year. 2-card, him and... oh, my Lord. You'd think I remember since I collected. Yes, Harold Baines. If Harold Baines made it into the Hall of Fame, I think there's an argument for Sammy Sosa. About Sammy Sosa making it into the Hall of Fame if Baines did. Woo, Nico Horner. Chicago Cubs. Man, this is turning into a half case. Spencer. Spencer got himself a Nico Horner. Oh, my Lord. This is stuff that Tom and I... Not Tom. How many conversations have we had late into the night about all this stuff? Late into the night. I think I never said. I said I think you can make a. I think you can make a an argument for it. Veterans Committee argument for it. Ooh, Alvarez out of 250. I think you can make a Veterans Committee argument to put him in the. I don't think he's a baseball writers vote in. I think he's a Veterans Committee guy. In the first half of this case, we hit a Lux Auto. In the second half, we hit some... Man, this has been a very fine case overall. You know, I understand the Pete Rose thing. I do get it, only because he bet on games that he was managing in. So I understand the argument. But how long... And I understand the whole 1919 Black Sox scandal. And if you let Pete Rose in, then you have to let in, you know, there's one or two of those guys who probably deserve Hall of Fame consideration. Now, do I think they eventually let Pete Rose in? I do. But I think it comes after he's gone. I think it comes posthumously. I don't think it comes in his lifetime. Because I think, oh my Lord, now we back that up with Jordan. Sweet Mama Jamma. I'm sorry, ours is Sweet Sassy Molassy. Since I got it, started to remember that. Woo, what a half case, right? What a half case. Man. All right, you wouldn't know this, Ryan, and that's okay. But I as a rule, we remove profanity from the chat because of the youngsters. Brandon McComb, who was busting my chops before the break about hitting him another. I've already hit that sucker one, about hitting him another. So he was busting my chops about it. Now I hit him one. Rosario. Black and white. Rosario black and this was a nice half case. Who did we have in the first half besides Jacob? You were there, right? We had the only real big hit we had in there was Gavin Lux, right? Do we have any other big autos? Oh, the only other big hit we had was the Lou Bob, right? We had that Lou Bob. Ooh, nice, Sandy Koufax. What do we have? The Lou Bob. Well, look at the box before. I mean, look at the last four. So that was your box this time, and then here was your box before. I mean, you've seen it in Martinez. That is not a slouchy box. You got to put them this way. I mean, that either way. I mean, those are two nice boxes in a row. Nice boxes in a row. Last box mojo, guys. Last box mojo. That means we have hit 3 out of the 4 big rookie autos in this case. 3 out of the 5. Because we got to hit, in order for it to work, we would have to hit Bo Bichette and Lou Bob in this last box. We haven't seen him. We haven't seen him. Here we go. Man, this has been a very good case, guys. Very good case. Ooh. Is that a fat pack? I don't know. That'd be nice. Maybe we'll get a Bichette auto right now. Out of 25. Does he have one in here? Bellinger. Ah, dang it. There's Cody. And I didn't even take pictures of that first half case. I'm going to have to go through and line them all up and take pictures for the... I don't know. We haven't seen him yet. Verlander, Ace of Wands. One's got to be coming. What's up, Greg? When we get the Bo Bichette, it'll be one of the autos from like the something insert. I'm good. Good. Having a good half case break here. Cal Ripken Jr. Lou Bob. Now Lou Bob is redemption, right? Uh-oh. How's she doing? Shit. All right. I'm putting you guys back over here. She's young. She'll pull through. Young people make it through everything. Astudillo. Logo swap. Williams. I really need a Buster Posey 1 of 1. That would be awesome. Even though Buster Posey is not my favorite Giant. But that's okay. But you got to take what you can get, right? And if the only hit is a Buster Posey, then you got to take Buster Posey. Devers. It'd be awesome if we hit one more, though, right? Trevor Bauer. What is the best of the Giants cards that I own? I don't know what give me a stronger definition of best. As in most valuable. I mean, I own some T206 and some Gowdy and some, you know, someone asked me that the other day. Boy, that really is a tough one. Favorite? Robbie sent me a Glassworks Buster Posey from this stuff from 2000 something, and it was right at the beginning when I first started breaking, and it is really just such a cool card. That is most definitely one of my favorites. Boo. AJ Puck. But favorite. I don't know. Let me think about that. Because, man, there's so many. I have so many older cards. Gavin Lux. So many older graded cards, you know what I'm saying? It's hard to... Cease for the Indians. Logo swap. And I have so many different Joey Bart autos and things. One of them that I like a lot, it's not autographed, but out of the last year's Bowman Mega from Target, I wanted to pull the variation. And in the absolute last pack I opened of that product, in the last break we did, I pulled that card. Jordan. Gurriel out of 150. Well, we hit a Blue Jay auto, but we did not hit the Blue Jay auto. Darn it. And then I've got some really cool stuff that people have sent me. Double and triple auto cards that are all Giants. Hippler sent me some monster stuff. No name. Come on, don't fight me. There you go. Christian Walker, Arizona Diamondbacks. One of my favorite cards too, and it's not even graded, is I have this beat up 72 De Young fortune teller, Topps Roberto Clemente, and I've had that thing for a long time. That's one of my favorite cards. Gene Segura. Manny Machado. Well, darn it, we tried hard to get to Bo Bichette. We did not. We hit a Blue Jays auto. Out of 150, it was not the one we wanted. So let's figure all this out. And then we'll go through here. Look at all the good stuff we hit. And we did hit quite a bit of good stuff. Bazooka. Bob. Okay. So these are out of 150 or 250. Soler for the Royals, Alfaro for the Marlins, Colon for the White Sox, Springer for the Astros, Bader for the Cardinals, Dietrich for the Reds, and Bauer for the Reds. These are out of the Chrome Pack insert. McNeil for the Mets, out of 150. Bellinger for the Dodgers out of 99, and DJ LeMahieu out of 50. Only one Bazooka. I think we had 3 on the other side, right? Valoria, I'm sorry, for the Royals. Valoria. Fortune teller out of 250, Jordan. Players Weekend, Reynolds for the Pirates. A 42 of Jackie Robinson of Bauer for the Indians. The logo swap, Riley for the Braves. Bruce Brassow for the Rays. Astudillo for the Twins, and Cease for the Indians. 2 black and white, Ramirez for the Indians and Rosario for the Twins. These are all the no names. For the Indians, we have Savale, Dylan Cease for the White Sox, Pham for the Padres, Walker for the Diamondbacks. I got that right. And Lubob. You'll take a picture of Lubob. For the high number, Sosa for the Cubs, Ted Williams for the Red Sox, Babe Ruth for the Yankees, Roberto Clemente for the Pirates, Cal Ripken Jr. for the Orioles, and Sandy Koufax Blue. Thanks, guys. Good night, everyone. 91 out of 50. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for hanging out. Thank you for buying into our break. We will, like I said, be back at 1 o'clock tomorrow for our first break in the Facebook group, 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. And then we'll go from there. Autos, Young for the Diamondbacks, Shed Long for the Mariners, Meadows for the Rays, J.D. Martinez out of 99 for the Red Sox, Mike Mussina for the Baltimore Orioles, Nico Horner for the Cubs, Yachty for the, Yordan Alonso for the Yachty for the Astros, and A.J. Puck for the A's. And then 2 autos out of 150, Baez. Oh no, let's double check. 99 for Baez for the Padres, and Gurriel is 150 for the Blue Jays. So there you go, guys. There's break 2. A very good break, a very successful break. I want to thank you all for buying in. On behalf of us all at Restlesscraft Breakers, we thank you very much. Hope you guys all stay safe out there. We will see you all tomorrow for more breaks. Have a good night.